What's up, guys? It's your boy Darskin, and today we're going to be talking about some of the teams that you guys are going to be wanting to make in the late game. Now, if you guys don't know, right now we don't really have any like meta teams. It's kind of all over the place. You're kind of picking whatever. But once we get to mid to late game, there are going to be different team comps that you're going to want to be running, and the reason why is because the difference in the team comps that you run late game and the difference in team comps you run right now are like night and day. So I wanted to go over those team comps with you so you guys can know kind of what to look for and, you know, who you should be saving for. Now, I will be going over each individual character over the next couple of days and the next week or two so that you guys can know exactly and specifically and more in depth what each character does. So that's not going to be this video, but over the next like week or two or so, I will be going over each character individually so you can understand exactly what that character does. So getting into the team comps, the first team comp we're going to be talking about is the one with Nemesis, simply because she's already in the game. Now on CN, she didn't come out first, but she did on Global. So firstly, talking about Global, if you guys don't know, Nemesis has Volt Resonance, right? Volt Resonance being increased Volt attack by 15% and Volt Resistance by 25%. How you activate this is you need 2 or more Volt characters on the team. That's all you got to do to get this Volt Resonance. Now, the reason why this is so good is because the more your damage scales, the more your, damage gets increased, this Volt Resonance is going to be that much more valuable. And then you can say, oh, well, I feel like 15% is not that much, but it is a very big difference when we're talking very large numbers, right? 15% of 100 is only 15, but 15% of 1,000 is 150, so on and so forth. So once you start hitting 200k, 300k damage, that 15% becomes a really, really big number. So just to let you know, that's what it is. Now, you can already do Volt Resonance right now in the game, with Samir or with Crow. Either of these main DPSs are fine to use with Nemesis. All you would have to do is pull Nemesis. Now, if you didn't pull Nemesis, you obviously can't use Volt Resonance, which is okay. You don't really need it right now. I don't have Nemesis. I'm not going to be pulling for her at all. So that's fine. But yes, you can use Crow, which is a main DPS, or Samir with Nemesis to get Volt Resonance. Now, moving on, there are a couple of different Volt characters that will be coming out later, because I know Samir and Crow are in the game right now. Bayuki, she is a collab character, and she is going to be a DPS character. Now, just keep in mind, she is a collab character, so there's a really good chance that she does not come to Global. If she doesn't come to Global, obviously you can't get her, but I wanted to put her in here just to let you guys know that there is a chance she might come to Global. She has her own passive called War Intent, and I'm not going to go into it specifically because I am going to go over every single character, but just, if you guys want to read it right there, there it is. But like I said, watch out for her because she is a Volt type and she is a main DPS. Another character is Tian Lang. He just came out. He is a DPS spear user. If you guys want to, but he just came out on CN, so he's not going to be on Global for a very, very long time. So I'm not even going to talk about him. The next unit I want to talk about is Cobalt B. Now, if you guys don't know, Cobalt B is one of 2 characters that should be coming in the next banner. The other one being Claudia. Claudia and Cobalt B, one of them are going to be the next banner, most likely, right? Now, I'm not saying 100%, but most likely. If you guys don't know, Cobalt B is a fire or flame elemental user. She has a flame shotgun / well, it says revolver, but it's kind of like a shotgun rifle, right? And she is going to generally be your fire DPS. If you're looking to be on a fire team, she is going to be your fire DPS. As you can see, there's not that many other fire units besides Cobalt B, right? Cobalt B King, Zero's a support, and then you have Ruby. But going on back to Cobalt B, like I said, she is generally going to be your flame DPS. And as you can see, she doesn't have any shatter. She has decent charge, so you're going to want to partner her with somebody that can do that. Well, the best partner for Cobalt B is going to be Ruby, and the reason why is because Ruby has Flame Resonance. Whenever you equip 2 or more fire weapons, increase flame attack by 20% and flame resistance by 40%, taking effect in the background. Now, for Global, this may go down to 15% and 25%, just like Nemesis. We'll have to wait and see. But as you can see, Ruby also has good shatter. So it is a perfect combination between Cobalt and Ruby. So if you guys are wanting to look for a fire resonance or a fire DPS, you want to get Cobalt B, and then you'll need Ruby as well. Now, as you guys can see, all of these team comps are centered around 2 units. And the reason why that is number one, Resonance only needs 2 characters, but also it allows you to add a 3rd element if you need to. And my case in point is, when you look at Crow or Samir, neither of them have good charge or good shatter. When you look at Nemesis, Nemesis also doesn't have good shatter. So that 3rd character that you would put there is going to be your shatter unit, whether that's King, Meryl, or any other character in the game or that's coming to the game that can shatter. Moving on to physical damage, we have Claudia. Claudia is going to be your go-to physical damage dealer. Now, keep in mind, she has really good charge. She doesn't have that good shatter. Also, apparently on global, she has the physical resonance on her. She doesn't have it for CN, but apparently they're adding it to her on global. Now, I'm not saying that's 100%. That's just what I've seen and read and heard from everybody else, right? We obviously won't know until she comes out, but if she does have physical resonance, you can partner Claudia with Shiro and you already have an insane team. Case being, Claudia has really good charge, Shiro has really good shatter. They worked perfectly together and they don't need anybody else, so that 3rd slot can be whatever you want it to be, whether it's a tank, healer, or another DPS. It works perfectly fine like that. Moving on to the other physical resonance character, this would be Lyra. Now, Lyra would be the only physical resonance character if Claudia does not get it, but they said that she was going to. Now, obviously, when 2 or more physical weapons increase physical attack by 20% or 15% if it's on global, if they take it to global, and then physical resistance by 40% taking effect in the background. So Lyra is a support, so you would just run Claudia, Lyra, and then you can run like another DPS to get DPS passive, or you can run whatever you want. So, and as you can see here, she also has really good shatter. So Claudia needing shatter, Shiro and Lyra can fit the bill. Moving on to the ice resonance, and this is going to be the comp that I'm going for personally. Saki Fua has the ice resonance. She's also a tank, so I can run her with Huma and then like a DPS, or I can run her with double DPS to get the most out of it. There's multiple different things that you can do with this character. Now, as you can see, she has shatter and she has decent charge, but you want to put her with a DPS that needs shatter. And the best DPS for her is going to be Frigg. As you guys can see, Frigg has decent shatter, decent charge, not insane. But Frigg is a main DPS, and Frigg also has her own passive that's going to allow her to eventually do more damage as well. So, if you were looking for the ice team, it's going to be Frigg and Saki Fua. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, DS, what if I just want to be a pure healer? What if I just want to be a pure tank? Well, if Mark comes to the game, Mark apparently is the best tank in the game. Now, I'm not going to go over everything specifically here because I'm going to make a video about it on his own, but pretty much Mark, they just added so many different passives into the character, he's busted. So if you guys didn't know, now you know. That's why Mark is so insane. Now, like I said, he's a collab character. There's a good chance he doesn't come to global, and if he doesn't come to global, you can just use other tanks to make that work. And then if you want to be a healer, I'm pretty sure, as far as what I've seen, read, and heard, Coco Ritter is still just the best like pure heal support in the game, right? Even on CN. So if you want to be a healer, the best thing for you to do is just have Coco Ritter and build her up. So there you guys go as far as that. So anyway, I hope I could simplify the team comps a little bit for you guys, just so you understand how resonance work and how the late game team comps are going to work. Like I said, I will be going over each character individually for you guys later on or throughout the next week or two, so you guys can understand a lot better. Now, like I said, that third slot is free to put whoever you want in there, and the reason why that's so good is because there's characters like Tsubasa who give attack buffs, right? And so you can run 2 units and then run Tsubasa. You can run whoever you want with an attack buffer or whatever, right? Say you want to run Samir Nemesis, you could run 0. Say you want to run Claudia Shiro, you could run Tsubasa. There's multiple different ways you can mix and match these teams, and it's so good because the teams generally only need 2 characters. So that third character can be whoever you want to put on that team. Like I said, with the Ice team, I'm going for Frigg and Sakifua. Well, I'm going to add Huma to that team, so not only do I have another type of damage, but it'll also give me tank passive because I still want to be a tank in the late game. So I hope I, simplified that for you guys. I hope you guys understand a little bit. That's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.